Hello, welcome to the notes for 13.5, lesson 13.5. This comes from your notes packet, page 23. It's titled, Which Container Has the Greatest Volume? Alright, our target for this is I can compare sizes of volume. So, our first example here, and of course just like on a lot of the other things we've done, you have the formulas for cylinder, cone, and sphere. We will not actually need it for this problem, but we will need that again later. So the first problem, Miss Kula's daughter, Nina, loves M&Ms. So Miss Kula wants to send her a box filled with her favorite chocolate. Miss Kula packed up 2 prepaid priority mailboxes, so underline that because that's important, from the U.S. Post Office, Box A and Box B. They are both $12.65. Which box should Miss Kula use to send the most M&Ms? So we're looking for the one that has the greatest volume at this cost. So they both cost the same, but which one is more? Now I realize there's nothing here. We're going to divide our workspace in half. So draw a line down, but don't draw it over everything. Leave a little bit of space at the bottom for us to write a sentence. Okay, we're going to make 2 different boxes. So over here, I've got box A, and over here I have box B. Okay, so box A looks a little bit more like a cube. It's not exactly a cube. I'm going to connect dotted lines. Now, if you have trouble drawing these, just do the best you can. Box B is a little more flat. Looks like this. If you can't draw it perfect, don't worry about it. Mine are not perfect either. Dotted line here, solid line, solid. Okay, so the dimensions of box A are 4 inches high by 5.5 inches wide and 6 inches deep. So the volume for box A, or for either of these, is going to be length times width times height. So I'm going to plug in 4 times 5.5 times 6. For box B, I have a height of 2 inches. I have a base of 4 inches. And this one is actually a lot longer than it looks. It's 16.5 inches deep. So the volume for this is going to be 2 times 4 times 16.5. So when you solve this, you get the volume over here is 132 inches cubed. And over here the volume is 132 inches cubed. So, to answer the question, which box should Miss Kula use to send the M&Ms? Well, if the volume is the same and the cost is the same, then both boxes are the same price and have the same value, so she can choose either. So, a sentence would be both boxes have the same volume and price, so Miss Kula can choose either one. But there's a second part to this problem. If you look below, if you need to copy any of this down, pause it now because I'm going to clear the screen. If you look below, we have another part that says, Ms. Kula decides to use box C to send the M&Ms. Box C costs $17.90. Ms. Kula insists that she will save money per cubic inch. Is she correct? Explain. So first thing we need to do is look at the problem above and say, okay, well, if it was $12.65 for the box, I'm going to divide that by the volume to get the price per cubic inch. And it comes to 0.095 something, and it keeps on going. So I'm going to round that to about 10 cents per cubic inch. So we're going to do the same thing with this. Now again, you don't have the information about the box, so I'm going to give it to you now. This box is much bigger. Solid. Connect these corners with solid lines. Okay. So the dimensions for this box are, it's 3 inches high, it's 5 inches wide, and it's 17 inches deep. So we're going to find the volume, doing length times width times height, and then we're going to divide the cost by the volume. So when you plug in your values, you get 3 times 5 times 17, or 15 times 17 is 255 inches cubed. So now we're going to take the price, $17.90, and divide it by 255, and when you do, you get 0.070, and then it keeps on going, so we'll do dot, dot, dot. Or it is about 7 cents per cubic inch. So, is 7 cents per cubic inch better than 10 cents per cubic inch? Yes, it is, because it costs less. So, we're going to make our final statement here. Yes, Ms. Kula is correct. Because it will cost less per cube, about 3 cents less. About 3 cents less per cubic inch. Per inches cubed, or per cubic inch. I know my handwriting's a little sloppy and kind of squished together, so if you need an extra piece of paper, go ahead. I realized there wasn't a lot of space at the bottom of this. Okay, that's all we're going to do for this one now, because the problem on the next page I want to do together in math. Make sure you have these notes. Make sure if you don't understand something, you come and see me and get help. Good luck, and we'll see you in math.